God, it's like Cardi B cardio. I'm just gonna... Boulderwood Avenue and Highfield campuses are all within walking distance of each other. So if you're running late, jump on a zebra. Or if you want to head over to our Malaysian campus, get on a really fast zebra.
Stag's is your very own pub on campus and one of the few places where you can get alcohol on campus alongside the bridge and bar too. And every Thursday is the infamous Stag's karaoke. So you need to make sure you get here early. 1, if you want a booth, and 2, if you don't want to get caught in the queue, because that queue goes on a lot longer than you think and you don't want to miss it.
This is the shop on campus. It's located on Red Brick and you can get any food, drink and stationery that you might need for your degree. Also, as a bonus, if you bring a reusable cup, you can get discount on your hot drinks. And to save you trekking all the way to a supermarket, there's also a fresh fruit and veg market here every week.
If you want to get involved in sports at university, we have our very own Jubilee Sports Hall where there's a gym, a pool and loads of other gym equipment for all your gym needs. I clearly don't go to the gym, but you can get all the information about prices for season tickets and passes all online at a discounted rate because you're a student.
This is the Hartley Library. You won't use this at any point until it gets to exams, when you'll be here 24 hours a day. And I mean that. I once saw someone here with a duvet, camped out, eating a cereal. They also have a careers hub and an IT station, so if you need any help with any of your laptops or anything like that, you can get it sorted here.
One of the great things about our campus is there's so many places where you can sit and relax with your friends. For example, we're now in what I would like to call a very accurate depiction of what a 9 a.m. lecture hall looks like. Now this is the biggest lecture hall that we have on campus. Most lecture halls are a fraction of this size, but you'll be in here with all the other people that you don't recognise that apparently do the same degree as you.
The bus system in Southampton is a quick and easy way to get around the city, and Unilink links the key destinations within the city with each of the university's 3 campuses. For example, on Highfield, all Unilink buses pass through the interchange. An annual bus pass is included in the price of halls, so travel in your first year is already sorted.
This is the Cube. You'll use this loads at freshers, but don't forget you can come back throughout the year for other events and things like uni and films.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, good evening all students. Today we are having one of the top prominent university with us with our Facebook live session, University of Southampton. So if any student interested to know about University of Southampton, you are feel free to contact with us. We're having here from University of Southampton, Akshay. Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Nice
I'm
to
fine,
be
thank
here.
you. Thanks for your time. Thank you. And we're having Jennifer from on campus Southampton. Hi Jennifer, how are you? Good evening.
Good, I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's really a pleasant surprise and for all of our students, because like Southampton is one of the top and popular university in Bangladesh, and there is so many students who really want to apply for this university. They want to know so many questions and information about this university. So I would be really grateful and thankful to both of you to attend this Facebook event. You guys can tell all those questions and answer to the students. First of all, I'm going to Akshay regarding University of Southampton. Where this university located, and can you please tell us a little bit about more or information regarding this university?
Thank you. Yeah. So my name is Akshi. I'm here from University of Southampton. So University of Southampton is based in the city of Southampton, which is on the south coast of England. So we are a port city as well. So we are located on the south coast and only an hour and a half away from London. So we have a direct train from Southampton to London as well for students who like to commute and go to London for a weekend or something. So strategically, our location is quite good in the sense that it's closer to the big city of London, but as a city in itself, it's quite affordable to live in as well. So quite a lot of students do prefer to live in a city that's affordable in terms of accommodation and other things as compared to a bigger city. But having said that, Southampton in itself is a city which has two major universities, University of Southampton being one of them. So we get a lot of international students every year, thousands of them. We welcome them at the city of Southampton. So a very warm and friendly city. And because we are on the south coast, so the weather as well is warmer as compared to the north. So people going from this region like Bangladesh and these countries, we are so used to the summer type of weather throughout the year that going to the UK sometimes can be a bit too cold. But I can say that Southampton has the location where you can get probably the best of the UK weather down south.
Thank you. And would you please describe a little bit about this university ranking and university some course curriculums for the students, please?
Surely, surely. So the University of Southampton, as some students may know, is part of the prestigious Russell Group of universities in the UK. So we are a very highly ranked institution. In terms of QS ranking, we are ranked 77th in the world. And in terms of the UK rankings, we are in top 15 in the UK as the university. Of course, a few of our courses are very popular. For example, our civil engineering and other engineering related courses, they rank in top 5 in the UK. And we also have the famous Winchester School of Art. So we do have art related courses that are ranked 7th in the UK. So for example, fine arts, textile design, fashion design, etc. We offer those type of courses as well. So the most popular courses I would say for us is the engineering, so civil engineering, computer science, data science, etc. Then we also have a very highly ranked Southampton Business School, which offers management related courses like marketing, finance, etc. And of course, we have the Winchester School of Art, where we have art related courses available as well.
Okay, thank you. I'm moving to Jennifer now. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hi. Could you please let us know about like on-campus Southampton, like what sort of courses you offering for those students, please?
So we offer undergraduate foundation program and pre-master's foundation program. We have several intakes throughout the year. So this January, we are offering for undergraduate foundation program art and design, business and humanities routes. But from September, we'll also have engineering and life science undergraduate foundation program. And then for this January, we will have engineering, business and humanities master's programs, pre-master's programs, but we'll have the full range, including art and design and life science from September, and also actually April for the master's foundation program. Students can choose to study between 4 and 3 terms for the undergraduate foundation program, depending on language level. So I'm sure most students from Bangladesh would only require 3 terms. And the master's foundation program has an option of students joining for 4, 3, or even 2 terms if students have quite a high level of English, which I imagine would apply to many students from Bangladesh.
Exactly. And would you please also tell our students like what types of like why a student need a foundation course? Because they can easily go to Southampton directly, but why they exactly need a foundation course, please?
So there are a number of reasons why students might choose either the undergraduate or the postgraduate foundation program. It might be that you've done fairly well at high school or university, but you haven't done quite well enough to get direct entry to Southampton. And of course, you can imagine Southampton being a very prestigious university, has quite high entry requirements. And so we can help you by giving you that little academic boost to allow you to attain your dream of studying at University of Southampton. For some students, it's maybe that their IELTS results are not quite high enough for direct entry. And so we can assist with that as well. And then in addition to giving you the academic assistance that you need, you'll also gain study skills when you study at on campus. So I personally, and I imagine that a lot of maybe parents who are listening today have been in the same position, but I did high school in America and university in the UK, and I actually did a bridging program in between myself. The reason being, not that I wasn't academically strong enough, but that I wanted to gain the study skills for the UK university environment, because one thing that students can underestimate is the difference and the skills that they need. And if you don't require a foundation, the very good news is that actually Southampton also offers study skill sessions for all students. So yes, that's why you might need a
This is
foundation program.
exactly, because I'm just adding a few points with you, Jennifer. Because like as international students, I think this foundation course, work as a bridge between like students where they have the gap between like high school to direct university entry requirements. So it's really good place where a student easily can grab their knowledge, and they can have like very small number of students gonna do the class very closely. All those teachers, they can follow them up, and which will be really good for as international students. And from there, I'm moving to Akshay again. Actually, could you tell me like what's the entry requirements for the masters and honors course for your university directly Southampton, please?
Sure. So, usually for a master's program, generally we require somewhere between 65 to 70% in your bachelor's. Of course, it will also depend upon the background of the student. For example, what subject they have studied in their bachelor's. Does that, meet the direct entry requirement for the course they are applying for? It also depends upon which specific university they have studied it from, because sometimes different university have different credit system or different levels. So we have our admissions team have a different system of assessing different universities, but generally for a master's program we require a 65 to 70%, whereas for a bachelor's program it depends upon what course you're choosing. So we may require an overall, for example, an 80%, but for subject specific we may require, for example, mathematics at 85, at your high school level. So really it depends upon the whole background of the student. Of course, all of the specific entry requirements are mentioned on our website for each course for students to just check what exactly they need. But a general requirement is something that I've told. And of course, if the student is unable to meet it directly, we have partnership with on campus to help them come onto our courses as well.
Okay, fantastic. And how about this IELTS or English language requirements? Could you please add on it for
Sure.
masters and
So
undergraduate?
Sure. Again, for IELTS requirement at master's level, generally we require an overall of 6.5 with no less than 6 in each band. That is for most of our courses, but some very specific courses might require a higher IELTS depending upon, for example, we have public health. So we require a 7 overall in that. Or if we have, for example, an English literature related course, so we'll require a higher English language requirement. But again, generally it's 6.5 overall, no less than 6 in each band.
Okay, one student he just asked us like, how about law, masters in law? So I think he mean like the entry requirements and tuition fees for law.
Sure. So the entry requirement, again, depending upon which university the student has done their bachelor's from, if it's a top tier university within Bangladesh or the country that they're from, we may require somewhere between a 65 to 70% minimum requirement. And for IELTS, we will require a 6.5. We of course have some specializations within our LLM, so do check our website for those 3 specializations that we offer depending upon your interest. And the tuition fee would be somewhere between 24 to 27,000 pounds depending upon the specialization that you choose for the year of LLM that you'll be doing at Southampton.
Okay, thank you. I'm just moving to Jennifer right now. Jennifer, would you please tell us about like this accommodation facilities for those foundation kids, because it's a
Yes.
really high concerning issue for their parents.
So the fantastic news is that our accommodation is all very close to the on-campus centre. So we have two types of accommodation. And one you can actually see when you stand in our centre, and that is our London Road accommodation. That's a 1 minute walk, 1 minute. So students can kind of get up, quickly have breakfast and get ready and still make it to their classes on time. And that's actually for our older students. So you have to be 18 or older to live in that accommodation. And and there's a choice of flats, 2-bedroom flats or studios. And then about a 9-minute walk, we have Mayfair accommodation, which is all ensuite accommodation, and that's university accommodation. So even the furthest away is simply a 9-minute walk, and all, very safe and secure. And you'll be living with other international students and home students in that accommodation.
Okay, would you please let us know like the expense or cost for those accommodation,
Yeah,
please?
sure. So the London Road apartments, shared apartments or studio flats are between £2,250 per term. So there are 3 terms, well, depending on how long students study, between 2 and 4 terms. And then going up to 2,950 per term. And the Mayflower accommodation, which is available for students 16 and over, is £2,550 per term.
Okay, good. I think it's pretty much affordable and it's good.
I would say, actually, compared to many universities, particularly many universities in the southeast, which tends to be a little bit more expensive than the north of the UK, accommodation costs in Southampton are very, very good, very good. And remember, this is kind of city centre accommodation, which is usually at a premium, so really good
Exactly.
for students.
And when students living these kinds of accommodation, they are saving their transportation cost as well, because like they don't need to have any transportation.
Precisely. And the other good news is that when students live in university accommodation, they get a free city bus pass, which they can
Okay.
use. So the university is about 20 minutes from our centre and from the accommodation, but students can
Yeah.
get a free bus to the university and use the university facilities, join clubs and societies. There's a one-off fee for that, £75 for the whole year, which covers joining as many clubs and societies as they want. So it is really very good value.
Okay, it's safe and secure as well, so the parents, they don't need to concern about their kid. And
Absolutely.
moving to this accommodation question to another question, I'm going to ask you again. Kindly, could you please let us know the tuition fee? I just heard it from you, and in the website as well, is quite a range between like 25 grand. So, is there any scholarship available for the students who are really brilliant and who deserve some scholarship as international students?
Yes, definitely. Of course, we have scholarship based on merit for students throughout our courses. We have
Yeah.
options. For example, in some of our courses, we have merit-based scholarships up to £3,000. In our management schools, we have the merit-based scholarships up to £5,000. And then for specifically for MBA, we have an excellent scholarship of up to £9,000. Now, all of these scholarships are based on merit and are automatic, so the student doesn't have to do any separate application for scholarships. When you do the course application, the scholarship is also assessed based on your previous academics, if you have any work experience, your statement of purpose, and other things. And if you do come under the merit category, then the scholarship is given to you with your offer letter, so the student doesn't have to worry about it too much. Just do the course application and the scholarship will also be assessed for it.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And is it for like undergraduate student, they can have it in second year as well, or it's just for only first year?
So currently it's only for the first year of study.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And moving to Jennifer. Jennifer, how about like the tuition fees for foundation course, and how much you offering for a scholarship for those kids?
Yeah, so depending on the program that a student joins, the fees for
Yeah.
this January are from just over £19,000 to just over £21,000. And we do have a limited number of bursaries which students can request. They're given on a case-by-case basis, and they would generally be between £1,000 and £4,000, depending on the student. And those always need to be requested, and they need to be requested through Global Education.
Okay, thank you. And this scholarship is, in order to secure this scholarship, I would like to ask all of our students and their parents, you need to hold the offer letter first. So please make your application. You can keep in touch with any of our counselor. All of our counselor number is provided below in this Facebook live session, and you can knock any of them. They will be happy to help you guys, and you can even though email us all of your documents or WhatsApp us. So one of our career counselor will get back to you instantly, and they will guide you how to make an application and how to secure your place to Southampton University. If you are not eligible for direct entry, so you can make application for foundation course, and we are really happy to guide you for that as well. So I'm just wondering, going to Jennifer again regarding the application. Okay, in order to make application, what documents would you want from the students?
So really, when an application is made, we can issue an offer simply based on last school report. If you haven't got your exam results yet, that will be a conditional offer. If you've got your exam results, that's even better, because that condition will be removed. We're also very helpful if you can send your passport, if you've got your passport already, and the application form. And that's what we need simply to make an offer. Then there might be other conditions that you need to go through in order to meet to accept the offer.
Exactly. And how about the master's course? Actually, could you kindly please let us know, like, how a student could write their personal statement or SOP? What particular area university are looking for to this SOP, and what information a student need to provide or demonstrate in their SOP?
Sure, sure. So I think specifically, generally for a master's application, the student should, what the admissions team are looking for is, first of all, what your background is, academically, what you have studied, etc. Then they would also like to know if you've worked in the field or if you have any work experience. So basically, how you got motivated to choose a specific master's course at Southampton. What was your motivation? So that background would be there. Then they also want to understand why you have chosen this particular course, because we have a range of courses at master's level with different specializations. So if a student has chosen a very specific course, they also need to let the admissions team know why they have chosen this. So for example, I suggest students to go through the course modules, what we teach in that particular course, to understand what we are teaching and how that fits your requirements. So you should put that in your statement of purpose. And then the last thing they look for is, what are your future career plans? How this particular degree would actually help you with your future career plans? Are you focused about it? Do you know how this will help? So this is something, 3 things that they should focus on while writing a statement of purpose. What is your background? Why you have chosen this particular course? And what are your future career plans after this?
Fantastic. I know this is a particular documents where we are receiving so many queries from the students, like what they need to write, how they need to write, and what topic they need to cover up. So students, if you are willingly to apply in Southampton University, you are feel free to contact any of our counselor or any of our senior officer or application team. They will help you and guide you regarding this, how to write your personal statement accurately and properly, in order to secure your seat to university. And another question to actually, we having so many questions asking about like work placement year. Do you have any course what offering like any kinds of work placement where a student can get some practical experience as well?
So in quite a lot of our bachelor's courses, we have the option for the student to choose for a placement year. So usually after the second year or the third year, depending upon what particular course you have chosen, the student can choose to go into a placement year. Of course, we have a fantastic career center for the students to help them find a placement as well. It is a paid placement. So basically you go into the industry, you work full time for a year and you get paid for it. And in terms of tuition fee, you only pay like £20 20 to 30% of the tuition fee for that year. So it's basically free when you're getting paid for the placement and getting that work experience as well. We do really encourage students to take the placement year if they want, because it really gives you the practical experience that can help you become more employable at the end of your degree, because you have the theory, of course, with the degree, and then a 1 year practical experience really is a good mix. So we have a lot of courses, including our engineering and management related courses, that do offer that placement year. Of course, you have to choose that placement year option when you do the application through UCAS for undergraduate. So do make sure
Yeah.
that you have chosen that, so that we can put the placement year in your offer letter as well.
Perfect, fantastic news for all those students, because end of the day, as international students, to get some practical, like experience from UK, which is really good for their CV, because when they come back in the country, they can have a certificate, but it makes them little bit different to others when they have some practical experience as well. And Jennifer, I'm just asking you regarding another question for foundation kids. They have always question about like, is this course for 1 year foundation course, which is like single class, or it will be a joint class for the students? Because some parents, they are concerned about their students. They need to come back and need to apply again from Bangladesh, or they can extend their visa from UK.
So it is a single CAS. So
Yep.
students will have a CAS from on campus for their foundation program, and they will have a CAS from the university for their undergraduate or postgraduate degree. Under UK regulations, if students who join in January actually may be able to extend their visa from within the UK. So that depends on when their visa for their foundation expires and when their undergraduate degree begins. Generally, students who start in January and finish in August will have 28 days or less between when their visa expires and when their undergraduate degree begins, and they can extend in the UK. For September starters who start in September and finish in June, students will need to return home to apply for a visa. But it can be a nice opportunity to have a visit, and it's a longer holiday, so about 3 months. So it fits in quite well.
Yeah. Okay, it's pretty much good, because like for January intake, how far my knowledge is, student don't need to come, because like as they finish in August, and then if their classes started in September, so they can extend it from there. So if even though if a student finish their course successfully, they could get some take some information from the admission team, or they can just call us again. We can help them for their visa categories and visa like apply again from the UK. And I'm going to Akshay again, regarding like the universities, or sometime they offering some work placement with like like you said, like work placement in third year students for bachelor. So what sort of companies university are link up with, where a student can go and get this work placement, and how university help them, is like, or student need to apply by themselves?
Sure. So, being a high-ranked Russell Group university, we have networks within all the big companies within the UK as well as Europe. So our career center is really great and really helpful for the students to find a placement as well. So basically, what the
Yeah.
students need to do is, what I suggest is that as soon as you start the course, you should register with our career center. They are on campus, so the team is available on campus every working day, and you can register with them, register your profile with them. They do a profile test. They understand your strengths and weaknesses and your interests. And as companies come up on campus, so we do have job fairs on campus as well, around 3 times a year, where companies come for networking opportunities for the students. Now, the student has to apply on their own, but we do have the support available that the student might need in that application process, and making that application process successful. Of course, we want all of our students to go going for the placement year to get that placement, within the UK as well. So we do have that support available, but there are a few factors to keep in mind as an international student. Apart from just the application, you need to be doing well within your academics as well. So the first 2 years you should be doing good in your degree. That really makes a difference in your shortlisting later on for the placement, because so many students do apply for that placement, and then academic marks, etc., do come into account when the shortlisting is happening. But of course, I think the students who do come to Southampton are already excellent in their academics, and they are very hardworking. So they are quite successful, and any support that they might need from our side, the career center and the team is there to help them, be it helping with your CV, be it helping with your interview practice. So don't feel that you're alone. The only thing I would also suggest is that if you need any support, do let us know. Do let the team know so that they can support you. They can't really support you if they don't know that you need support. So just be proactive in asking for support if you need it. It's there on campus.
Yeah, this is a good point you just noted, which I just noted down from your last discussion. Like, student need to open up, because as an international student, basically what happened, they feel sometimes they feel embarrassing, sometimes they are not open up their all those problem and issues. So that's why university eventually can't help them. So this is why we always in global what we are doing is, as soon as a student getting visa, we doing a pre-arrival discussion, and we our career guidelines support team, they describe all those small things what makes their life eventually better, because like there is so many options, and helping hand is available over there, where a student can get easily, and a student can make their own networking, and they can attend some cultural activities as well, which is really good for as international student. Jennifer, would you please add some cultural activities or any networking what on campus students they can do in on campus, because like they are really like young age kids, like 17, 18, 19 years old?
Yeah, so the very good news is that, first of all, you will be arriving at on campus with other students from all over the world. That's the really good news. You won't be studying with one single person while you do your foundation who is from Southampton, for instance. So that's the great thing. Everyone will come together, and students really want to kind of, so we give you a lot of students a lot of support to settle into the local environment. So we'll have little kind of getting to know you parties, tours of the city. Student accommodation also does the same thing. So that's great. So already you have got that support system there, and people to do fun activities with. But actually what's even better, and I kind of touched on this earlier, that as an on-campus Southampton student, you also have full access to all of the university facilities, which means you're a member of the student union. You can join all of the clubs and societies, and that's actually one of the best ways to enter into the culture and get to know other people, both UK students and other international students. Because you'll find that the students that you study with, okay, you've got maybe being new in the country is something that you've got in common. You've got your subject is something that you've got in common, but maybe you have something that you love. Maybe you're really into a particular type of music, or maybe you're into art, or maybe you're into skateboarding, or maybe you're into basketball, whatever it may be. By joining clubs and societies and getting involved with university life, you'll start to make friends and really start to understand the culture as well. So please, we'll assist you with that and helping you to settle in. But when you study in the UK, take advantage of all of those opportunities. It'll make your experience all the richer.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. We welcome Mr. Ajad. Ajad bhai, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Mr. Imon, and how are you?
Yeah, we are fine. We are on the middle of our session today. I know you had a very busy day. So thanks for your time and attend this live session. So how was your day?
Yeah, it's very busy day, to be honest. Very busy day. I couldn't manage my time. So just came for 5 to 10 minutes for meeting you guys. Not sure.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Akshay. How are you?
All good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Adit bhai. So we're gonna go to you directly now, having some specific question regarding Bangladeshi students as a from Bangladesh. So we some student they're asking about like the entry requirements for like foundation, and would you please tell us like what is the entry requirements for foundation?
Okay, thank you for this very good question. And for particularly for Bangladeshi students who want to study foundation in One Campus Southampton, we require grade 12 or HSC for Bangladeshi curriculum with GPA 3.75 out of 5. And those students who are coming from English medium background, we need 5 GCSE or O level courses with C grade at least. And for business courses particularly, we need strong mathematics. Yeah, this is like academic requirement for foundation. And for English, we require UKVI IELTS as we are offering single class program only, and we need overall 5 and minimum 5 as well. So all band we require 5 for IELTS exam. So some courses we require a portfolio as well, for not for foundation but for progression as well. Maybe these courses will be art and design courses particularly, and some music related courses. So for foundation, no portfolio required, but whenever a student will progress to bachelor, then they need to provide portfolio. So this is the simple requirement for uh, foundation. And for pre-masters, we need 4 years bachelor degree from Bangladesh with 60% marks or CGPA at least 3.0. And for IELTS, we need UKVI IELTS again, as we are offering only single class foundation, single class pre-masters program or master's foundation program, whatever. And the IELTS requirement is overall 5.5 and minimum 5.5 as well. And it has to be UKVI. Yeah. And some courses we need cognate degree as well, maybe the some art and design courses or some engineering courses as well.
Okay, and sorry, I had some technical issue. That's why my network was just fall down. So we just heard about this, entry requirements, but how about like a study gap? Because like due to pandemic, some students, after completed their high school or levels, they couldn't do their, last 2 years they couldn't study anywhere. So how many years you guys accepting like any gap if any student having due to this pandemic?
So normally we accept 3 years of gap for bachelor level of
Yeah.
entry, like foundation.
Yeah.
So for this January and this November, we're accepting students who completed HSC or O levels in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for after January, we will ask for 2019 pass student actually. So maximum 3 years gap we're accepting for foundation level. And for pre-masters level or master's foundation level, we consider maximum 5 years of gap. So those students who completed bachelor in 2016, we can accept them for January intake.
Okay, perfect. I think I was asking you keep one by one questions. So I'm just moving
No, it's
to
fine. No, it's
no, I'm just moving to Jennifer now. Hi, Jennifer. Could you please tell us a little bit about like this COVID related COVID, how the class mood is going on right now? Because like so many parents they are concerned about is still now how this COVID affect the study for their kids in January intake.
Yeah, so for January intake at the moment, our plan is that everything will be fully face-to-face, and UK universities and schools are all now back to face-to-face teaching, obviously taking some precautions. So, for instance, there will never be more than 16 students in any of our small classrooms. And our average, that's our kind of average class size anyway. In some of our larger classrooms where we might have bigger events or classes, we will not have any more than 20 students at the same time. So those rooms, I think our smaller rooms generally hold about 30 or have the capacity to hold 30 students. The larger rooms are kind of divided, have wall dividers, so they hold many more. So this means that students can spread out. The building and facilities will be cleaned regularly. And also there is lots of sanitizer around. So one thing to keep in mind is that in the UK, we will encourage students to test themselves regularly for COVID, even if they're feeling well, to test themselves regularly. And the tests that they can use are actually free in the UK. So students can get those, you can order them online from our National Health Service here in the UK, or you can pick them up in pharmacies. So, you know, but generally we're going back to life as normal in the UK and asking students to take precautions.
Okay, I think this is a really good, like information for during this pandemic, because students, they're really worried about how they're gonna do the classes. They are really happy to know that like they will do an offline class, face-to-face class indeed.
So something else that I'd like to share with you is that, of course, the vaccination is free in the UK. So if there are any students who arrive and they haven't been vaccinated yet and they wish to be vaccinated, that will be completely free. And on campus, we help students to register with a doctor, with a general practitioner. Here in the UK, again, that's all completely free, and you can make an appointment for a vaccine if you'd like.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Ella. I'm just moving to Akshay again. Akshay, could you please add some course, like which course from Bangladeshi students who are willing to apply? And I know like there is so many courses there. There is so many courses on your website, but the most popular courses students is willing to apply from Bangladesh, and you receiving the application. So can you please share some course name, please?
Sure. So I think at bachelor's level, we've had students really. It's really popular in civil engineering, and then computer science engineering as well. We do offer combination of courses. For example, we do offer at bachelor's level computer science engineering with artificial intelligence, or computer science with cybersecurity. So we have these type of combinations available as well. Of course, then at business management is something that's also very popular, and within business management we offer specializations, say in marketing, so marketing management, etc. That's also another combination at bachelor's level that we offer. At Winchester School of Art, we have fashion design and fashion marketing, which is quite popular. But other than that, we do offer courses like game design, which is quite niche, but it could be something, some students are really interested in that type of thing. So graphic art and game design is something that we offer at bachelor's level as well. And then coming to master's courses, again, data science and cybersecurity is something that's been very popular and quite competitive. But other than that, we do offer business analytics in combination with finance and management. So this is the most popular courses. But of course, like you've seen our website as well, we do offer a lot more and very specialized and niche courses for students who do know what they want to do as well.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to Adit Bhai again. Adit Bhai, can you please let us know, like, if a student is willing to apply for this upcoming intake, basically what would be your advice for them right now?
So those students who want to apply for upcoming January intake, I will suggest them, please submit your application as soon as possible, as we are planning to run our January intake till now for face-to-face only. So till now, no announcement for online start. So they need to apply early as soon as possible, and they need to get their cash, and they need to proceed for visa as well to catch up their face-to-face classes. So those students who are interested, please contact with EN Global Education Limited. They are our official partner for One Campus, and they will process your application and they will guide through all the way.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. We are nearly close to our today's live session, so I will go one by one to you. I'm starting from Jennifer. Jennifer, would you please, like tell any of our parents or students, can you please summarize it, or if you have any suggestion for them who really want to apply for this upcoming intake?
Yeah, I mean, I would just agree with what Azad has just said, that please do move quickly if you're going to apply for January. Keep in mind that you will need to sit IELTS for UKVI. So if you haven't made an appointment for IELTS for UKVI, do that today, please. Don't delay. Our admissions team are very, very quick, actually. You can have an offer generally within 48 hours, sometimes less. But do be aware that obviously for most of December, while our admissions team are open, things can slow down with the UKVI a little bit. So we would really recommend that you try to meet all of the conditions by early December. Now, we can be very flexible after that date. So it's not really for our comfort, but it's for yours, because I think it's a good feeling to have your visa in plenty of time, not waiting until the last minute. You can enjoy your last month or so at home with your friends and family rather than worrying about whether your visa is going to come in time. So yeah, just try to do everything in a timely manner.
Perfect. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for your time. And I'm moving to Akshay. Could you please tell to your audience, if you have any advice for them?
Yeah, so I think I would agree with Jennifer and Azad as well on making an early application really relieves your stress as well, because you have things settled. One thing I would suggest is, students who are applying directly maybe to Southampton for a bachelor's or a master's course, do go through, the course structure that we offer, because sometimes there are courses that might sound popular, but we might be offering some very specific specialization that could fit you. So going through the course modules, very friendly website. We have very clear modules and what we actually teach, and that is available on our website for each course. Do go through the course modules and choose the course that you really think is your fit, and then make an application. That would be really helpful for you when you come over and study as well.
Thank you. Thanks for your time and advice. I believe it will be really helpful for all those audience and the students. How about Ajad Bhai? What is your advice for upcoming intake students and who really want to make their application for January?
So yeah, again, as everyone, same thing, that early application would be much appreciated for our students. And if they apply early, then they will be totally hassle free and everything will be on place for them. Yeah. So early application, and still we're very flexible, that Jennifer already mentioned, and we're very quick in issue the offer as well cash. And must be student need to provide UKVI IELTS for one campus Southampton. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Ajad Bhai. I'm just summarize a full live session for a very quick for all those audience who attend a little bit later on to this live session. So, student who really want to apply for Southampton University, you are feel free to apply for January intake. They are still open for January intake. If you are ready for the January intake, you can call any of our phone number provided below. So one of our counselor will guide you what sort of documents you need to submit for application, how to write a personal statement, and how much bank statement you need to show, how many when you need to do your TV test, and when you need to how you can secure your scholarships as well. So if you have any more question, you can feel free to contact with EN Global Education, and our service is totally free of cost because we are great partner with the university. So student and the parents, if you want to get an appointment and talk to one of our counselor, so you can book your or appointment. You can email us or you can contact with any of our phone number, which is provided in this link below. And if you want to see, if you miss this Southampton University's live session with on campus, you can see this live session recorded in our YouTube channel and all other social media. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Hello! Are you looking to study in the UK? Then we have exciting news for you. We are here to assist you in every step to complete your journey to study in the UK. To find out the right universities, right course selection, free assessment and eligibility check, guidance in writing appropriate personal statement, guaranteed scholarship arrangements, arrange work placement with your course, embassy interview, preparation, and visa application. The good thing is, all these services are free of cost. We do not have any service charge or file opening costs before or after your application. And we are proud to work with over 97.5% success rate over the years. So get in touch with us and make your dreams come true. Contact with EN Global Education Limited. Mobile 01704 099 457 or 017 305 99332.